Hey, what's up guys? We're going to be doing a deck profile for the Destiny Dragoon Turbo variant, and it is a pretty fun deck, and it actually can hold up against some of the meta, as long as you can get out Destiny Dragoon fast enough. The goal of the deck is basically to do so, and the deck has gone through a lot of testing, and Prisma is like the MVP of this. You cannot actually use King of the Swamp as material from, but you can use Prisma once you use Prisma's effect, because his name is essentially treated as the same card. But that said, let's check out Destiny Dragoon, because maybe you're interested in playing this deck and you haven't seen the videos. But I'll put some of the videos in the description box below so you can see how good this deck actually is. And it is actually pretty nasty, because you get out Destiny Dragoon like multiple times and your opponent pretty much just loses. The only thing that does hurt this deck is Bottomless and Deep Prison. But Destiny Dragoon requires Plasma plus Dogma, and then during your standby phase, you can bring him back by banishing a D-Hero card. But pretty much the only Destiny Hero cards are the like Destiny Hero monsters. Like D-Draw, unfortunately, is not a Destiny Hero D-Draw. If it was Destiny Hero D-Draw, oh man, this card would be even better. But it's already pretty good. And then he also has the effect of he can target one monster your opponent controls once per turn, and you can destroy that target and inflict damage to your opponent equal to its attack on the field, but you cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate that effect. So basically, he's kind of like a Grapha, but also you can just like pop a card, and then they take massive amounts of damage. And also, it's whatever the monster's attack is on the field at the moment. So if they have like an Excalibur that's 4,000 attack, bam, you just be like, that's cool, you take 4,000 damage. So it's not the original attack, but the attack that's currently on board, which is awesome. If you do hit face down cards with him, the effect basically just becomes nothing. Like he won't deal any of the burn damage that he does. But that said, let's finally get started with the deck profile now that you guys maybe have a better insight to what Destiny Dragoon is and you know what he does. So first off, I played 2 Dragoidic just because if you open up like awkward in this deck, which can happen, you know, you at least have something to stall it with, and Tragoedia does it much better, I think, than Battle Fader, because at least he can be, you know, something you can attack with, and then like force out Deep Prison, because Deep Prison hurts this deck a lot. Deep Prison plus Bottomless are your nightmares in this deck, because if he gets banished, you can't use its effect to bring him back. But yeah, I played 2 Tragoedia, and then I played triple Dogma and triple Plasma. These cards are not bad to draw, because you can just poly from your hand, just called poly with them. But what really makes running triple of these good is if you open up with Prisma, it's like, oh, it's a done deal. You just go summon Prisma, activate its effect, whatever other one you don't have, like you either need Dogma or Plasma in your hand, it doesn't matter which one, just one of them, and then you activate Prisma's effect, you send whatever other one you need, because remember, you need Dogma plus Plasma. So whatever one you don't have, let's say you have Dogma in your hand, you want to send Plasma to the grave. If you have Plasma in your hand, you want to send Dogma. That way you have both the names, and then you just bam, poly. So all you need is Prisma plus poly plus one of these, and then you are set up to go. And it's actually not that hard, because you have double Ecol plus Roto search out Prisma, then you have King of the Swamp to search out Polymerization, and you have like D-Draw to like discard your other cards that you draw into it. But yeah, triple of each. Also, you can allure them. Also, you can allure Trag. And I play Gorz because there's no traps in here, because I want to make it as fast as possible. Yes, I could throw in Upstart Goblins, but I feel like everything is pretty much necessary. Like, I'm pretty comfortable with the way it plays without Upstart Goblin or like Reckless Greeds. Next up, I play Stratos, because, you know, searching out like any of them is pretty key. Like, it's pretty like awesome, especially if you can like reborn Stratos and use Stratos' effect again. It works very well. And then I play Triple Prisma. He's really good to have, because he's also a light E hero, so that you can like Miracle Fusion for like Shining, or if you happen to have King of the Swamp in the grave, you can make a Absolute Zero, which is pretty awesome as well. Yeah, Prisma is just, it's good. He has a decent attack too. You can Reinforcement Army for it also. And then for the rest of the D heroes, I play triple Diamond Duke, just because I can sack some people sometimes, and if you hit like an E-Call, a D-Draw, it's just pretty awesome. Keep in mind, if you do hit an MST, since it is a quick play, it does not count, because it has to be a normal spell card, and MST is a quick play. So that's why it won't work. And then playing 2 Defenders, just because it's like none of the D heroes are actually good, like other than Diamond Dude to like normal summon. So like you can set this, and then if you can like summon Stratos, pop one, and then go for an XYZ, it's not bad. You like, he opens up doors for XYZs and allows you to pop like 1 card during the process, or adding a card, which is really nice. And then I play triple King of the Swamp, because he's a water, so it works well if I want to like get out Absolute Zero. You can play 2 zeros if you want, but most of the time I just feel like having like all the variety, and being able to bring these out. Like, you can drop 1 Excalibur, but it just, this card allows you for Exceed plays. That's pretty much the only time you can Exceed, because this card doesn't survive too often, and this card usually goes to the graveyard for poly. But Defender's decent, and then I play triple V's because it thins the deck and it puts another water in the grave for 0. Then I play 2 E-Call, then I play Allure, because pretty much everything is dark in here. All the D heroes are dark, as well as Tragoedia plus Gorz, but I don't like to Allure Gorz all the time. Then I play Heavy, and then like Dark Hole Reborn, and then triple Poly, just because it's nice to have. Then I play Rhoda, and then triple D-Draw, because D-Draw is pretty awesome in this deck. Like, if you have this, like, already on the field, like, basically D-Draw becomes, it's cool, you just get a free Monster Reborn, and then you get to draw 2 cards. Because you can just bring it back, like, later on if you just banish one of them, which is pretty awesome. And then I played Double Miracle, and then Dark Hole, and Reborn, and then 2 Duality, because, like I said, sometimes you open up Awkward in this deck, and it really helps when you can, like, add a Tragodia, or add whatever combo piece that you need to finish it off. And then Double Space Typhoon, just to hit any back row. Most of the time you want to try to hit Bottomless or Dimensional Prison before you go for your Destiny and Dragoon play. As far as the extra deck, I played Double Dragoon, 1 Tornado, 1 Shining, 1 Escorial Dow, 1-0. You can actually, honestly, I want to do this right now, just so I remember. So, you don't really need 2 Excalibur, but I would say that there are times where I would like to have had double Absolute Zero. So it's actually pretty decent to have, because you can get Skinka Swamps in really easy. And when 0 goes to the grave, 0 is also an Elemental Hero, so, and he's also water, so it works out relatively easy. And then I play Stardust, Black Rose, Catastor, just because if I have Monster Reborn and there's an Effect Veiler, Gorz is level 7, so I can make like Scrap Dragon if I wanted to play that, or just go for Stardust. There's also Black Rose Dragon, just in the off chance that I can Reborn a level 3 tuner, because most of the stuff is level 4 that you'll be getting out. But you also have Trag, so you can copy some awkward levels. But Catastor is pretty good because you can summon anything and Reborn a Veiler. And then I play Gendiva, Korn, Excalibur, Roach, and Symphony de Jin. There are lots of times where I would prefer the Photon Pillar Operative. I think both the cards are good. They both do pretty much the same thing. But sometimes you can OTK with Pillar Operative if they have like a Gachi or like they have a Spirit Reaper, you can just push into them, and I don't know. I think both the cards are good though. I think only one of them is really necessary. Or if you have room, definitely put them both. But yeah, this is the deck profile that a lot of you guys wanted to see, and it's a pretty fun deck. I really did enjoy playing it, and I think that it has some potential. But against like Macro Rabbit, I don't know, because you won't have any of the cards to like banish, because you'll need to be banishing them. But maybe you should go first, and if you can get out first turn Destiny and Dragoon versus Dino Rabbit, I think that they would be very sad. But that said, Destiny and Dragoon, just leave it in defense. It's got 3,000 defense too, not that bad. I think it's an overall well-rounded card, and you know, it's a pretty decent card against some of the stuff in the meta. Because it's cool. I'm just going to make you take a whole bunch of damage and leave myself in defense mode, and you can't do anything about it. And if you kill him, it just brings him back. So I think that is pretty awesome. But yeah, this has been the deck profile, and it's a pretty fun deck. It's definitely not meta, and it's a fun deck to play. So if you guys want to try it out, by all means, net deck this, have some fun, and the best of luck to you guys playing this deck. But anyways, thanks for watching. Asian Eyes signing out.